So what we are doing now is we are trying to find a relation between U, V and F for a lens. Now we did the same thing for a mirror, so we are doing the same thing for a lens now. Now in the first case we are using a convex lens, then we do the same thing for a concave lens. Now, so first what we have is, see, we need to consider a convex lens, right? So assuming that, so let's say this is our convex lens. Okay, so we have a convex lens, so let's call this as X and Y. So XY is the convex lens. Now what we have is, see, this is a particular line which is passing through XY. So this you can say is more like the curvature we can figure out by using this. All right, then we need to draw the principal axis. So principal axis is perpendicular. Now this is the principal axis. Now what we have is, see, this is the center, so this is C. All right, then we have, let's say this is F, which is the focal length, and even this will also be F, focal length. Then this will be 2F, and this will be 2F. Right, so this is basically the, we can say we just have a lens. All right, now we have to keep an object in such a way that, let's say our object is placed somewhere over here. All right, so let's say this is the object. Let's say this is the object. Let's call this as A, let's call this as B. Now AB is the object. Now because of the lens, an image will be created on this part of the lens, right? Now let's try to figure out how the image is formed. Now from the point A, so one thing is, so we have a line which is moving parallel to the principal axis. Now any line which is moving parallel to the principal axis will obviously pass through the principal focus. So we have a ray of light moving this way, and then another ray of light which moves through the center of curvature. That particular ray of light moves undeviated. So we have another ray of light moving like this. Okay, so this is going a little far, but I think it's fine. Okay, so we have an object which is going to be at AB, and the image is formed somewhere over here, and this is beyond 2F, as you guys can see, right? So let's try to figure out where that particular object is. So this is our principal axis. So since this is the principal axis, and we have, so this is our image, right? So this, let's call this as A dash, let's call this as B dash. So what we have is, we have AB to be the object and A dash, B dash to be the image. Fine. Now what we are trying to find the relation is between U, V and F, right? Now CB is nothing but U, and CB dash is nothing but V, and CF to either side of the lens, it's the focal length, right? Now, so what we'll consider is, in the first case we'll consider triangle ABC and triangle A dash B dash C. Now ABC and A dash B dash C are similar to each other because two angles are the same. So what we have is AB by A dash B dash is equal to BC or CB divided by CB dash. So call this as equation number 1. Then what we'll consider is we will consider, okay, so call this point as, let's say, E. So we'll consider CEF and A dash B dash F. So triangle CEF and triangle A dash B dash F. Now if you look at it, even these two are similar because two angles are same, but vertically opposite, and one is 90 degrees. Since these two are same, so what we have is CE divided by A dash B dash is equal to CF divided by FB dash. So call this as equation number 2. Now if you look at the figure, AB and CE are the same, correct? So what we have is AB is equal to CE. So for equation number 2, we might as well write it as AB by A dash B dash is equal to CF divided by FB dash. Now look at equation 1 and this particular equation. The LHS is the same, so we can equate the RHS, right? So from this, what we imply is CB divided by CB dash is equal to CF divided by FB dash. Okay, so this is what we get. So now once we got this, see, CB is nothing but U and CB dash is V. CF is the focal length, but FB dash we have to write in terms of the known lengths. So FB dash can be written as, so if you look at this, that's nothing but CB dash minus CF, right? So we have FB dash is equal to CB dash minus CF. Now remember, we also have to include the sign conventions. So CB is nothing but minus U. So we have minus U divided by CB dash is V. So V is equal to F divided by CB dash is V minus F. So minus U by V is equal to F by V minus F. So cross multiply, you get minus UV plus UF is equal to VF. Now you divide LHS and RHS by UVF, then we end up with, so if you divide, then we have minus 1 by F plus 1 by V is equal to 1 by U, right? So you interchange 1 by U and 1 by F, we get minus 1 by U plus 1 by V is equal to 1 by F. Now this is the relation between U, V and F for any type of lens. So what you did is for a convex lens, we are going to do the same thing for a concave lens in the next video.